What's up YouTube, this is Alucard AFK with another MTGO game with commentary. So we're back on Modern and I've built this fun little deck. It's not ultra competitive, it's black-blue with a pretty heavy mill theme. And I'm doing it a little bit different this way. I don't have any Jaces in here, and I did that because usually the decks that I play Jace in, especially anything with Modern, you have to protect Jace. And you know, my Jace's Obliterator deck with Phyrexian Obliterators and Jace does a really great job of that. But of course, you know, I played that in Standard when it was legal, and the great thing about Modern is obviously if Glibston, Thinkable, and things like that, Thoughtseize. So opening hand, Swamp, Thoughtseize, Island, Sunken Ruins, Glibston, Thinkable, Darkslick Shores, and Cryptic Command. I really wanted to play a deck with Cryptic Command and Damnation. Those are like two of my favorite cards and really all of Magic. So the idea here is obviously use some control magic to keep them at bay, mill them out, and use things like Cryptic Command and Damnation to either tap the board and draw a card or just clear the board. So let's just see how this plays out. So I got a Tomb Sour. This is 5 for 1 mana, milling. Go ahead and Thoughtseize him, and he's got a Shivian Dragon. He's got the Shrine, which the Shrine is really great. I've used it in a couple mono red decks just to be doing something as you're pulling creatures out. So it's still going to be kind of slow, and this is really, it's only 7 that I would take to the face when he does get it out. This is more probably devastating because I do have creatures that every time, you know, with landfall, it'll mill them for cards, so I kind of want to keep those guys, and then I need those guys for blockers along with Snapcaster Mages, so that's probably more detrimental to my gameplay. So I'll go ahead and take Pyroclasm. So he'll put out the Shrine, and he'll start putting counters on it. So we'll go ahead and mill him for 10. And looks like we got Burst Lightning, another Pyroclasm, Elemental Appeal, Fireball, Expanse, Dragon Fodder, Lightning Bolts, some Mountains. So still kind of a weird deck, but we'll keep going with it. So we'll put a counter on the Shrine, and we'll get Mind Funeral. And a lot of people don't see the value in these cards because they're like, well, you know, there are other cards like, you know, that could mill for more. As like this one potentially can just kind of hit or miss, but when it does hit, it's incredible. Because they have to reveal cards from the top of the library until 4 land cards are revealed. So even at the very least, let's say there's 4 lands, that's just getting 4 lands out of his thing. So it's a way to mill them, but also make sure that they're not getting any lands to play. So I guess the downside to this is most red decks need 1, 2, or 3 lands to beat you, but I can also hit a lot of cards this way. So we'll go ahead and do Mind Funeral, and he's at 41 cards right now. Keep in mind that. Now he's at 25. Do the math. We just hit a ton of cards. So, and I forget which order this goes in. If it was top to bottom, it just hit the first mountain and then it just went all the way down until it hit some more mountains in there. But that is a huge, huge mill. That was just absolutely nuts. So, more than half of what he had there. And we'll get another Glibston of Thinkable. Go ahead and do that. So now he's down to 14 cards. And he'll get ready to put his Shrine out. We'll go ahead and mill him for another 5 of Tomb Sour. So he finally gets the Shrine out. And then he'll put a Plated GOP. Those are really good. And then he'll put his Shrine out and hit us for 7. So we're at 11. And we got a Mind Sculpt. Now, there are some better cards than Mind Sculpt, obviously, in Modern, but what I was looking at, again, was the converted mana cost. I wanted to make sure that when I did hit my 2-drops, that I was getting, you know, obviously my 1 and 2 drops are, you know, I have 4 of the Glimpse the Unthinkable and stuff like that, so this is just a good card to put in your 2 slot. So he's down to 1 card in his library. We have a Cryptic Command to tap something if we need to. And he's going to top deck here. He's going to deck out. So the game will end on turn 7, and he'll have nothing in his library. And if there had been some bigger threats, we probably would have been in trouble. We didn't draw. We had a Cryptic Command. We could have tapped him out. You know, saved our mana there. The Hedron Crab would have also ended it, so we put him out and then put a land out, and then he would have milled him for 3. So I think these are really great because I've reached times where I'm not drawing my mill cards, and so having these crabs out there every time, you know, you put out a land, which is hopefully, you know, the first 4 or 5 turns, you're milling up for 3. So it's a nice way to keep milling them while you're waiting for your mill cards or your removal cards. So we get some targeted removal as well as damnation to clear the board. So anyway, comment, like, and subscribe, guys. I'll be playing a little bit more of this deck. Like I said, it's just a fun, not ultra competitive deck, but I like it. So catch you later, guys.